Is that a roundabout sign I see? Beautiful thing.
They don't have those in America.
It's
We're
right
here. We're
there.
walking up to the capital of Amsterdam, town hall.
Look at that flow. We're visiting Utah's newest and perhaps most prestigious roundabout, which opened on January 6, 2025, of all days, at the foot of the state capitol building, serving both US 89 and the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Let's go use the roundabout on our walk up before we give a well-rounded bashing of the intersection where it places. Okay, so we got a splitter island. I wouldn't really call it a refuge, but it's there.
It's not exactly a refuge. It's just
technically a refuge if you're skinny. Okay, nobody's coming this way, so let's go for it.
Cool. So
we gonna get a yield?
Semi-refuge island. We can wait.
Wow.
Thank you. Always thank people who let you pass.
Yeah, for not killing you.
So yeah, we're here at the intersection of 3rd North and State Street, where they've recently installed a roundabout.
I mean, installed might be a little bit of an understatement. This place was a dirt pit just a couple months ago.
Yeah, I mean,
they've redone every last inch of concrete that we're standing on. New bollards, new lights, everything.
Yeah, it's brand new bollards. It took 3 months to construct, which I'd say is decently fast for what they did.
Yeah, and with the amount of concrete work they got to do in the cold weather.
Yeah, especially with the concrete and the fact that it is 20, 30 something.
So we got a roundabout. My first impression is obviously there is no whale in the middle. The middle is like...
There's nothing in the middle.
It's conspicuously vacant. Like, this is non-standard in roundabout design. Most, at least full-size roundabouts, I've even seen some mini roundabouts, they always have a visual obstruction in the middle, because you're supposed to be focusing on what the driver right next to you is doing. It doesn't matter what's happening on the other side.
Yeah. So I think that's the main improvement, is put something in there.
Yeah, just anything. Like, it doesn't even have to be rooted in the ground. Like, they could do some portable planters. They could do a giant fiberglass beehive.
A whale.
A whale, preferably, but let's be realistic here.
I mean, yeah, because at this point, the only thing really stopping anyone from just going straight through the roundabout
is nothing. Nothing is stopping them.
A bump. So if you have a smaller car, otherwise...
Well, but this is like God's most mountable median island.
It's like the most mountable.
I think every year the medians get more and more mountable. I've seen this in bike lane design. I've seen this in this roundabout.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's a firefighting thing. That's typically what I've heard is fire departments in cities get really pissy about not having their huge trucks.
Yeah, that makes sense with the low curb, because the reality of it is, like, a full-length semi or a full-length ladder truck has to use that bump up. But you can see none of these cars are driving up the bump, so
it's
it works.
clearly working.
It's good enough.
It's clearly working. It could do better, but it works, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the traffic is moving really well for the volume of traffic there is.
Well, it's smooth. Everyone's going slow.
Who knew that when you install a sufficient amount of roundabouts, people know how to use them?
Yeah, can we please, for like 5 seconds, shut the hell up about Americans not knowing how to use roundabouts? Like, I'm not even going to go into we'll learn or we can improve driver education. No, they know how to use roundabouts.
They know how to do it. It's either you have like the one dumb driver, which is going to happen regardless.
There are dumb drivers everywhere doing dumb shit all the time. This is not different for roundabouts.
Or alternatively, you have people that their first time going through a roundabout ever might not know how to.
That's what student driver stickers were invented for.
That's what student driver stickers are for. And also, after you do it your first time, it's easy.
Yeah. I would say significantly easier than other traffic control devices, namely like the stop signs they had here. This used to be a two-way stop with traffic coming up the hill, being free-flowing.
Especially
That's difficult and stressful to navigate.
Especially if you're trying to take a left on this, like going a left on this, State Street.
Because you got to negotiate, you got to yield to all traffic coming uphill, you got to wait for the person coming the other way, you got to watch all your conflicts. We got crosswalks in various dubious quality locations.
That is a significantly harder maneuver than
just going in the circle.
Like,
wow.
Do you know how to turn a corner? Cool, do it for a little longer.
Yeah, and the only thing you have to do is yield to the thing immediately in front of you. First you yield to the pedestrian, then you yield to the other driver, and then you yield to the pedestrian, and then you're out.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem, it's not really a problem, is that people don't signal at roundabouts.
Oh, yeah.
And like technically they're the way you're supposed to signal. So in theory, people should signal, but it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get there eventually. I think that's the improving driver's education end of this.
Telling people to signal.
The biggest thing that's getting me is how slow everybody is going and how calm all the driving is. Like you saw when we were crossing the crosswalk earlier, they were going slow. They stopped immediately and preemptively and even waved you through because obviously we've got all this camera equipment and crap, so we're bumbling around slowly. That's like not something I would have expected from this part of the city previously.
It's obviously an improvement. I wonder how people going to dances at the Capitol are going to react to that. All the high schoolers.
Yeah. That's our number one focus group.
Fun fact, the high school I went to got banned from going to
to Capitol dances
because someone broke a toilet.
So how do you break a toilet?
I don't know. I didn't.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Like wave at it. Open your arms. Show us how exciting this is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Yeah. And you can see a beautiful view of downtown.
Absolutely lovely.
There's trees in the way, so.
That I would consider that a good thing.
Yeah.
On the real view, you can just walk higher up the hill.
That is true. I mean, you could just go up the steps. I don't know how far.
It is called Capitol Hill for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do a lap?
Yep.
I missed on the left. Did you get a yield there, or was there just nobody?
There's nobody.
Okay, but 100% yield rate on the other two.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's pretty good.
The old crosswalks were shit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good crosswalk.
You have any thoughts on the new roundabout? We have a microphone.
I have a microphone if you wish.
Looks good.
It's round.
Yeah. I hope they put something in the middle, like a statue or something.
Yeah, I hope so. We were saying on the way up that there's no giant fiberglass whale in the middle. It's so boring.
I know, it looks good, well constructed. I'm glad everybody's kind of following the rules around here.
I'm actually impressed I haven't seen anybody drive over that, given how tiny it is.
Yeah, there's no markings or anything, and people are following it really well.
Yeah, especially concrete, super low contrast.
Yeah.
And we 100% yield rate so far on all the crosswalks every time we've tried, which is genuinely impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
I
think that half counts as an interview.
Half counts.
Yeah.
I think we got something. Oh, I think the reason why we get two in a row is because the loop is unidirectional, and even though buses are coming from both North Temple and State Street.
Right. The loop is unidirectional.
So we'll get buses going this way that are going to North Temple or to Murray.
That makes sense. Oh, here's the bus. Here's the bus.
Nice. Yeah, that's a 200 to Murray.
That's 200. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, you do the looking, I'll do the walking.
Okay. It is clear.
Oh wait, we gotta wave goodbye to Sophie.
Oh. Bye, Sophie. Don't die.
I hope you make it out of the basement someday.
Yeah.
We miss you.
We miss you somewhat.
Ouch. I don't know. I'm a pretty expert roundabout enjoyer.
Are you like Paul or Jeb and you can deal with these?
No, what? I don't get it. Who's Paul and Jeb?
It's one of the intro songs for Mild
Okay.
Videos. Album came out a few weeks ago. It's good.
Wow, a yield.
A yield. Successfully yielded. Well, bus drivers are experts, so they don't even need the mountable curb.
They really are.